Hat, sunglasses, Pepsi, notes, sources, thick skin. Check. You already know. Let's go. Welcome to Golden Blue today, everybody. This is a college football channel. So if you like college football, hit the like and subscribe button. It's that simple. Also, send gear to represent your team and be a part of my background forever. All you have to do is send it to P.O. Box 360, Liberty, South Carolina 29657. And don't forget to check out our Patreon page. We have a lot of great perks over there. The perk that people seem to enjoy the most, of course, is the score prediction contest where we award $20 every single week to whoever gets closest to the actual score of the game that I pick. We also did a championship week. I will award $25 to that winner. And right now is the best time to join Patreon because we are going to do the bowl prediction contest. First place prize will win $50. Second place prize is an autographed Golden Blue Dude flat bill hat. And the third place prize is a shout out. And the more Patreons we get, the higher we can bump up the prize. So if we get up to $300 worth of Patreon pledges, we will bump up the prize to $75. If we get up to $400 worth of Patreon pledges, we'll bump the prize up to $100, and so on and so forth. So there's even an incentive for current Patreon members to encourage other people to join Patreon. That way the prize goes even higher. I'll leave the link to the Patreon page in the description of this video. Some sad news going on in college football. A well-known head coach that we all know. If you're a college football fan, you know who Mike Leach is. He's a great head coach, but more importantly, he's a great human being. He's got a very funny personality. He's got a great sense of humor. And you can't help but just like the guy. Every interview is very entertaining. It would have been cool to meet him in person. That's the type of person he is. But reports are coming out. Mike Leach suffered a major heart attack. By the way, if you want more news on this, Pigskin Pete, who came on this show yesterday, also did a video on this subject. So go check out his YouTube channel. This dude is underrated. He should have more subscribers than me. How I have more subscribers than him, I have no idea. So if you're watching this video, head on over to Pigskin Pete and hit the subscribe button for him. He puts a lot of great videos out over there. Anyways, on to the Mike Leach situation. It seems like he had a heart attack, a major heart attack. Paramedics did stabilize him on the scene, but he was airlifted. Now, from what I'm hearing, other things happened as well, including possible seizures and brain damage. Now, we live the day and age where there's going to be a lot of rumors, a lot of news that isn't necessarily true, but I'm hearing a lot of bad stuff right now. I'm hearing reports coming out that he's been sent to hospice. That's not what you want to hear because, you know, everybody knows when they send you to hospice, you know, they're just trying to make you as comfortable as possible, but they're basically waiting for you to die. Hopefully that news isn't correct, but I'm hearing a lot of reports about that. So this could be a very, very sad day. I'm hearing this might not be days as far as waiting for him to pass away. It could be hours. I'm hoping that news is incorrect. This would be a huge loss for college football. The dude was a great human being, and you couldn't help but just root for the guy. Overall, he coached 21 years in college football so far. Hopefully he pulls through this so he has more years, but the reports aren't looking good. But as of right now, 21 years that he's coached in college football. He coached 10 years at Texas Tech with an 84-43 record. That is a winning percentage of 66.1%. We all remember the teams he put out under Texas Tech. That crazy game where he knocked off Texas. Texas Tech was a legit contender in the Big 12 under Mike Leach. Then 8 years at Washington State where he went 55-47. That's a winning percentage of 53.9%. He brought Washington State out of the ditch and put them on the platform, and they've been doing pretty good ever since. And then 3 years at Mississippi State so far, 19-17. That's a winning percentage of 52.8%. Overall, 158 and 107. That's a winning percentage of 59.6%. So not an elite winning percentage, but the dude was a good head coach. He never got a position at a blue blood program or a program that was known for winning. I mean, Texas Tech, Washington State, and Mississippi State, I mean, those aren't bad programs, but they're not a Texas, a USC, a Florida State, an Alabama, an Ohio State, a Michigan. You get the point. They were kind of mid-tier programs, and he had a lot of success over there. But this guy touched a lot of people's lives, and if the news is true and Mike Leach does pass away, there's going to be a lot of mourning in college football. Let's take a look at the coaching tree. These are the coaches, current coaches, that either played for Mike Leach or coached under Mike Leach. First up, Dave Aranda, the Baylor head coach. He was assistant to Mike Leach from 2000 to 2002. He's having tremendous success over there at Baylor. He had immediate success. I know they had a letdown year this year, but Dave Aranda is a great head coach, and he learned a lot under Mike Leach, so he would be definitely affected if Mike Leach passed on. The next name might surprise you, Neil Brown. Yes, the head coach for West Virginia. He played for Mike Leach for 1 year, 1998, so he wasn't around Mike Leach all that much, but he knows Mike Leach, and this definitely would affect Neil Brown. The next name is Sonny Cumbie, the Louisiana Tech coach. He played for Mike Leach from 2000 to 2003, so another former player of Mike Leach. Sonny Dykes, the TCU coach. TCU is going to the playoffs, had an undefeated regular season, lost in the Big 12 championship to Kansas State, but TCU having an amazing year this year. He was the co-offensive coordinator for Mike Leach from 2000 to 2006, so Sonny Dykes knows Mike Leach very, very well. Josh Heupel, the Tennessee head coach, he played for Mike Leach in 1999. Josh Heupel had a tremendous year over there at Tennessee. Dana Holgorsen, the Houston head coach, he was an assistant to Mike Leach from 1993 to 1995 and the offensive coordinator to Mike Leach from 2000 to 2007. So Dana Holgorsen would be affected heavily by the sad passing of Mike Leach. Cliff Kingsbury, the current Arizona Cardinals coach, he played for Mike Leach from 2000 to 2002. Seth Luttrell, the North Texas coach, he played for Mike Leach in 1999, and he was the running backs coach for Mike Leach from 2005 to 2008. So not only did he play for Mike Leach, but he came back and coached for Mike Leach. Once you've been around Mike Leach, a lot of people tend to come back around because he's fun to be around. He's a pleasure to be around. Lincoln Riley, the USC head coach, he played for Mike Leach in 2002, came back to Mike Leach as an assistant to Leach from 2003 to 2009. There's another example of a former player coming back to coach for Mike Leach. And then Ken Wilson, the Nevada coach, he was the linebacker coach for Mike Leach from 2013 to 2019. So there's going to be a lot of people affected in the college football world. A lot of coaches, a lot of current coaches in college football and in the NFL that's going to be affected by this news. And you know, I hate using the phrase deathbed, but that's the phrase that a lot of these reports are using, that Mike Leach might be on his deathbed. Hopefully that's not the case. Keep a good thought out for Mike Leach. I'm really hoping that Mike Leach pulls through this. This is going to be a huge loss for college football if Mike Leach does pass away. So hopefully he knows. Not just a lot of people are pulling for him to pull through this, but the entire nation. I'm telling you, the entire nation, the entire college football nation is pulling for Mike Leach to get through this. I'm a Christian. I don't banter my faith all over YouTube. I don't think it's necessarily the place for that. But I will be praying for Mike Leach and the family Mike Leach. So keep Mike Leach in your thoughts and prayers, and keep the people affected by this. Remember, there's going to be a lot of people affected by this. Not just talking about the casual fans, but people that played for Mike Leach and coach under Mike Leach. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers as well. This would be a huge loss to college football. So thoughts and prayers going out to Mike Leach, and thoughts and prayers going out to Mike Leach's family, and thoughts and prayers going out to all the people that would be affected by this. That's all I got for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on my next show.